Hello to the board of Cool Call Center. My name is Eli Dow, and working with Blake Smyers and Keaton Clevin, we're excited to analyze a little bit of the data from our call center, things that we've done well, things that we can improve on, and just some of the overall raw data that we've collected. We're excited to present this to you guys, and we hope this is helpful. Okay, just starting off with some of the highlights of the data that we've collected. Just as an overview, our call volume has remained steady with seasonal peaks and successful volume management. Our team has done a good job steadily managing the volume of calls that come in, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. As that relates to customer satisfaction, although we're managing our call volume well, our customer satisfaction has remained steady. There's been strong scores overall, but there have been minor fluctuations depending on the month. As far as the average call handle time, our performances are near targets with slight opportunities for further efficiency gains. And as far as the way our agents are performing, our top agents are consistently outperforming our benchmarks, driving higher resolution rates. So overall, team's been performing well and handling calls efficiently and successfully. Moving forward with some more highlights, just as an overall day-to-day measurement, 26% of our calls are either not answered or resolved, and only 10% are answered and unresolved. That's a good percentage rating that 90% of our calls are being resolved as they're answered. 90% of our answered calls are being resolved. On average, we get about 57 calls per day, and the average talk time is 3 minutes and 46 seconds. As far as customer approval rating, 50% of people that call in are satisfied or very satisfied, and only 18 are very unsatisfied or unsatisfied. So obviously that leaves room for growth as far as an unsatisfaction standpoint, but about half of our customers are satisfied with their experience over the phones. Our top employee is Dan, and our top performing department is the toaster department.
Alright, so let's take a look at what Cool Call Center is doing really well. First off, 85% of calls are resolved successfully. That's a huge win and shows that our team's always staying effective and consistent in helping customers find solutions. Another big highlight I wanted to point out is our customer satisfaction is averaging 3.45 out of 5 across departments. Now, there's always room for improvement, but it is clear that the majority of our customers are leaving satisfied with the help they received. One thing that stands out is our fast pickup time. We're answering calls in just 1 minute and 7 seconds on average. In a world where long hold times can really frustrate customers, this quick response time is a major advantage to our company. We're also seeing strong call resolution rates across every weekday, meaning we're keeping that momentum going all week long, not just at the beginning or end, and that consistency is something to be really proud of. I also want to give a shout out to our top performing employee, which is Dan. He leads by example. And also the toaster department for being our top performing team. I'd like to recognize them too. Overall, there's a lot to celebrate here. There's strong numbers, strong people, and a lot of positive momentum to build off on. Now, looking at some more wins for Cool Call Center, we've had really strong consistency across the board. First, customer satisfaction has stayed steady no matter what time of day customers are calling. We're averaging around 70 to 75%, which shows that we're delivering a reliable experience, whether it's morning, afternoon, or later in the day. Next, our departments are keeping unresolved calls low, with most departments staying under 10 to 11%. That means that the vast majority of cases are getting handled and closed quickly without needing additional follow-ups. And even when the call volume spikes, weekly call handling has stayed strong, maintaining over a 70% resolution rate. That's a big deal. It shows that even when things get busy, we don't lose focus and continue providing the level of service customers expect. Overall, these numbers show that Cool Call Center is staying effective, reliable, and efficient even when things get really challenging, and that's something our company should be really proud of.
So what areas need improvement? First off, if we can reduce our average handling time, we can streamline our processes and we can coach to cut down on talk time. This will preserve our quality of calls. If we can make sure that when people are calling us, we're getting their issues resolved as fast as possible without chatting a lot or just using a lot of extra filler words, those call times will be cut down, which means we can handle more calls and get more resolved solutions. By expanding our self-service options, which means implementing an enhanced IVR, getting a frequently asked questions page, and a live chat bot, we can handle a lot of the more common questions that people might be able to just solve themselves just by seeing the answers to those instead of having to actually talk to an agent that can walk them through that. And we need to boost our agent training. If we can focus on the technical troubleshooting and really having an emotional intelligence to really connect with the customer, we can raise our lower rated areas. So what areas do need improvement? First off, we can see with our toaster's 3.46 satisfaction rating, which is slightly lower, we need to have some coaching in our toaster department. Also, our washing machine's 3.38 satisfaction, which is the lowest, obviously clear training for our washing machines. And our air conditioner's higher unanswered percentage, we need to have an opportunity for faster response systems or more agents to answer those calls. So in conclusion, Cool Call Center is performing strongly in our satisfaction, resolution, and call handling areas. With our Tableau dashboard, you can see clear, actionable insights for our continued success and really see the details of our business. By implementing recommended improvements, this will strengthen our client loyalty and our efficiency. Thank you for your time and consideration. We look forward to your feedback and next steps.